John Wick 4 gives us a preview of what's to come with a new poster that dropped at CinemaCon last April. As of late, many fans are gearing up for the return of Keanu Reeves in John Wick Chapter 4 after suffering several pushbacks because of the health crisis. For today's video, we're going to be sharing with you all the juicy details you need to know about this highly anticipated film, so keep on watching to find out some more. First up, a new John Wick Chapter 4 promo image was unveiled at CinemaCon. Lionsgate revealed at the end of 2021 that John Wick Chapter 4 is going to be postponed once again, which was a huge disappointment after many fans were looking forward to its release. The fans' passion was renewed after an unexpected promo image of the movie from CinemaCon 2022 became a trending topic on social media. A lightbox promo banner for CinemaCon is up at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, according to Bleeding Cool. This image depicts Reeves as the titular assassin, who wields a gun and looks like a badass. Cherry blossoms may also be seen drifting around him, possibly as an homage to the fact that the movie was partly shot in Japan. So far, very little information about the film has been publicly disclosed, but the emergence of the image could be an indication that Lionsgate is going to provide more information about John Wick 4 during the annual convention. The fourth film starring Reeves as Wick is going to be a sequel to John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum, which was released in 2019. The film was supposed to be released in May of 2021, but delays were caused by the epidemic, and Reeves' work on The Matrix Resurrections as well. Shay, Hatten, and Michael Finch will collaborate on John Wick 4. Laurence Fishburne is going to play the Bowery King, and McShane is going to play Winston. Lance Reddick will play Charon. Actress and singer Rina Sawayama has also been cast in the film, playing the character Akira. In unspecified roles, Donnie Yen, Bill Skarsgård, Clancy Brown, Scott Adkins, Shamier Anderson, and Hiroyuki Sanada joined the cast of John Wick 4. The John Wick franchise has successfully restarted Reeves' action movie career and has notably inspired Hollywood action films throughout the mid-2010s since the release of the original John Wick in 2014. In addition to the main Wick movie, Lionsgate is currently developing The Continental, which is actually a prequel for Stars that's going to tell the story of Winston's rise to become the manager of the famous Assassin Hotel. Colin Woodle and Mel Gibson have both been cast in the show, with Woodle playing Winston as a child. In addition to that, Lionsgate is also presently working on the John Wick spin-off called Ballerina, which is a vengeance action film whose title suggests a link to the Rusca Roma organization and dancing facility seen in Parabellum. Ana de Armas, who played in the James Bond thriller No Time to Die, was announced in October to be in talks to play the eponymous ballerina. Sophia Al-Azwar, who's played by Halle Berry and made her first appearance in Chapter 3, is absent in the next movie. The actress told IGN in an interview back in February that her character might be portraying in a starring role and doing her own thingy, quote-unquote. Berry compared the potential project to putting some ointment on a little sore, alluding to the shelved Die Another Day sequel in which Berry's character Jinx would have been James Bond's love interest. Berry has expressed disappointment over the cancellation of the project, which would have been a first for one of the Bond girls. Up next, John Wick Chapter 4 director teases what's in store for the movie. The upcoming fourth installment of the John Wick franchise is going to be directed by Chad Stahelski. In an exclusive interview with Collider, the director divulged a few details on what to expect in the film. So in regards to the storyline, Stahelski described Chapter 4 as a good continuation of the three previous films, and it's got a bit of a conclusion to it. He also highlighted the introduction of several new characters that are from John Wick's past, as well as his present. He describes Wick's relationships as brotherhood and hope, and also said that it's what life would really be like as a little bit of existential crisis with John. And I think that's the fun part of the movie. And Stahelski didn't stop there either. The director further stated that the fourth installment has, quote-unquote, a good conclusion to an emotional thread that was established in the course of the three films. Known for its elaborate and heart-stopping fight sequences, fans are curious to know what's in store for the fourth film, seeing how the previous three continuously raised the bar for the fight scenes every single time. To this, Stahelski answered that they tapped a lot of stunt teams from across the globe to help with the action segment. We were fortunate enough to land some very interesting stunt teams from all over the world, Stahelski commented. Each stunt team from the different countries, the Japanese stunt team, the French stunt team, the Bulgarian stunt team, they all have a little bit of flavor of motion, and I think that helps change the set pieces as well. He further added, when you get all these different experts in different martial arts, it forces us to adapt the choreography to show different things. It's fun. As for the title, the director said that it's still a work in progress, so they haven't decided on its official title yet, but it's definitely going along the lines of Chapter 4 something, according to Stahelski. He explained that rather than deciding the title in one go, he and the rest of the team are first going to watch the movie and get, the emotional vibe to find the appropriate term that affirms the message that they wanted to deliver in the movie. And now, cinematographer Dan Laustin shares what it's like to work with Keanu Reeves in John Wick Chapter 4. Back in December 2021, Collider also had the pleasure of interviewing Dan Laustin about his work in John Wick Chapter 4. You've probably seen his work even if you don't know his name. He's worked as a cinematographer on films such as Mimic, Brotherhood of the Wolf, Crimson Peak, The Shape of Water, John Wick Chapter 2, and John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum, just to name a few. With Laustin's current picture Nightmare Alley showing in theaters at the time, Collider managed to score an interview with him about collaborating with Guillermo del Toro on the film Noir, which was released in December. The renowned renowned cinematographer shared that filming was really tough, and that they spent 18 weeks of night shooting, as requested by Stahelski. He also recounts how all of them are working all the time, getting back to the hotel around 6 or 7 a.m., and sleeping for just a couple of hours before waking up and continuing with the shoot. They also shot in different film locations, like Berlin and Paris, wherein the latter was a very difficult place to shoot, quote-unquote, since there was a lot of restrictions around them, according to Laustzen. Actor Donnie Yen shares how John Wick Chapter 4 is his favorite Hollywood movie he's ever worked on. Hong Kong actor and martial artist Donnie Yen is also cast in John Wick Chapter 4, and in a separate interview with Collider, the 58-year-old actor took his time to share his gratitude with Chad Stahelski and Keanu Reeves. Chen described Keanu Reeves as lovely and a gentleman who has a good heart and a wonderful soul. On the other hand, he also praises Stahelski, who's more than a brilliant man according to him, since the director understands films, and called him a film librarian. The Hong Kong actor further stated that among his previous Hollywood movies, his work in John Wick Chapter 4 is the one where he had the best time. Chen, who is also an experienced director and choreographer, was impressed with Keanu's skills and said that the lead actor was more than expected. Reeves did a lot of his own stunts, as much of them as he could, and pretty much does everything himself, which garnered Chen's praise, seeing how the John Wick actor put in all those hours and work for the movies. So here's all you need to know about John Wick 4. John Wick Chapter 4, also known as John Wick 4, is a 2019 American neo-noir action thriller film that's an immediate sequel to John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum, and the fourth episode in the John Wick film series. It's directed by Chad Stahelski and is produced by Stahelski, Basil Iwanik, and Erica Lee, with the narrative co-written by Shay Hatten and Michael Finch, and is based on the characters created by Derek Kolstad. Thunder Road Pictures and 87 North Productions are producing the film, which stars Keanu Reeves as a title character. The film's going to be released in theaters in the United States on March 24th of 2023 and is distributed by Lionsgate. The film was originally scheduled to be released on May 21st of 2021, but was postponed owing to the COVID-19 epidemic, and also Reeves' responsibilities with the Matrix Resurrections. And with that, we'll wrap it up today's episode about the preview of what's to come in John Wick 4. Are any of you guys in the comments big fans of the film franchise? Tell us what you're most excited about in this upcoming movie in the comment section below. And before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on before you go, so you can always get notified when we post new videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next one.